After last year's massacre in Uvalde, we reported extensively regarding the state having no authority to make sure that school districts comply with safety and security requirements. But some new bills since then advancing in the legislature right now will change that. Our political reporter Jack Fink tonight to show you how the state will hold school districts accountable now to better ensure your students' safety.
After the deadly mass shooting at Robb Elementary School, state lawmakers are advancing bills that would ensure school districts across Texas comply with new safety and security requirements.
This is a big bill, probably one of the most important things we do.
Members of the House and Senate wrote bills to address major shortcomings found after the tragedy. The gunman at Robb Elementary School entered the building through an unlocked door. During a state Senate hearing last summer, it became clear there wasn't a way to enforce compliance of existing safety rules. The director of the school safety center told lawmakers they couldn't do on-site safety inspections at school campuses.
Not clear on our authority to be able to go and do compliance follow-up checks.
Now lawmakers are set to give the Texas Education Agency, or TEA, the authority to conduct on-site safety and security audits. That includes checking to see if doors and windows are locked and whether a stranger can get into a school.
And that's when I issued that directive.
Governor Greg Abbott ordered these inspections after Uvalde. The Texas School Safety Center would also have to review each school campus once every 5 years and make recommendations on potential changes to meet safety standards. School districts will have to comply with all of these requirements. If they don't, they'll have time to make corrections under a deadline. Lawmakers asked the author of the Senate's bill if the legislation requires school districts to comply.
I guess my question is, do you feel like you've got adequate teeth, so to speak, in the bill with regard to enforcement?
I believe we have. If they're in non-compliance, they basically get a certain period of time to correct it. But if they don't correct it, then the state will step in, not to take over the whole school system, but the state will step in just on the school safety compliance portion. We want you to be in compliance. We're going to give you every chance. We're going to give you every help. And if you're not, the state's going to step in and we're going to get you in compliance.
But the public needs to know, our parent needs to know that their school district or their administrators and our board of trustees is not taking it serious.
Members.
Democratic State Senator Royce West proposed his own bill that would require accountability. His bill would have established a system to rate each school district as either meets standards or does not meet standards, but it failed to pass this legislative session. Lawmakers say they believe these safety requirements will work, but there are incentives just to make sure. If there's a school district that's not compliant, students there would be able to attend classes in a different district. If a superintendent is fired because the district isn't in compliance, the Board of Trustees won't be able to pay that superintendent any severance. A committee of lawmakers from both the House and Senate are now negotiating the final language of this legislation. And Doug and Nicole, as you know, the clock is ticking.
It is. That's a strong stance, too.
Changes need to happen, though, right?
Yeah, for sure. Jack, thank you for that.
Yeah.